Rolling tin fist.
Good morning, men. I'm going to try to crack this video out before I go to the office. I was inspired by the last video and Father's Day coming up to do another father-related video. I don't know how many of these I will do, but I'd like to add this to the collection. Today I'd like to talk about fatherhood and MGTOW. There have been few videos, not too many, about men who are going their own way, who have shown an interest or specified an interest in the possibility of being a father one day. In particular, Sandman had mentioned in one of his videos, is something he was thinking about. I want to say that as a MGTOW, once you become a father, either by adoption or through your own loins, you are effectively no longer MGTOW. That's going to be controversial for MGTOW out there. But as a father, I'm here to tell you, once you are a father, once you are responsible for another life that is not an adult, you effectively cease to be a man going your own way. You can still pursue the way of MGTOW. By that I mean your thoughts, your actions, how you relate to women. However, your life will be very different from when you did not have that child. There are going to be certain things you could have done that you will no longer be able to do. For example, before I had my kids and before I was married, I could decide tomorrow, you know what? I don't like this job. I don't like where it's going. I don't like how they're treating me. I'm out. And I would just do that. Or I could decide, you know what? I want to go to another country for a month. I would just do that. Today, as a parent, even if I still want to do those things, I have to be a little bit more creative about how I do those things. For example, for the mere fact that it's not yet summer, I can't just take off for a month because my children need to go to school. So something as simple and basic as that. Not even talking about the fact I have a job or my wife, but for the mere fact I am responsible for individuals that are not adults. I just can't go my own way as I would if I did not have those children. So that's one of the things MGTOW need to seriously think about if you are interested in becoming a parent. Now, this does not mean that you still should not have this desire. It just means you have to architect this very carefully. You have to really, really, as much as you can, get exposure to what it means to be a father. You may have nieces and nephews. That's a great start. That's how I kind of learned what it entailed, some of those responsibilities. I think that's an excellent start for any MGTOW thinking about fatherhood, because you want to make sure this is really what you want to do. For me, I have always wanted to be a father since I was before double digits. It was very important to me. That's why I got married in the first place, for that sole reason. Everybody is different, but make sure it's something that you really, really want to do, because once you have that child, you just can't send the child back to the store. You just can't opt out. It's a full-time responsibility till that child is an adult as recognized by the municipality in which you live. In some cases, that's 18. In other cases, it's until that kid finishes post-secondary education. So that's a huge investment in terms of time, energy, and money. So it's important that you do consider the cost. Now, if you do decide that you don't want to be a father, there are still many ways you can be a positive influence in a young boy or young man's life. And I would encourage you to definitely pursue that, because there are men and boys out there that desperately need that. So I encourage you to pursue those things. Some of that is being a mentor. Some of that is working with organizations such as the Boy Scouts, the Big Brother Association, things like that. So there are many ways to be a positive influence in a young boy or young man's life. And I encourage you, MGTOW, to consider that as well. So, are you thinking of fatherhood?
Let a brother know. I'm off to the dojo.
Dum, 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 dum.